Hey there, shiny rock lovers. Are you ready for a cut and polish video? Let's take this rock here that my wife Kendra found and cut it in half and see how well it'll polish. Now you're asking yourself, why would he want to cut this one in half? To see how well it polishes. It's interesting looking, right? But worth cutting? Check this out. She showed me this rock and I said, oh, Kendra, you got a beauty there. It's some sort of banded Chert. It's a reddish color and the bands are throughout. I said to her, if we can get this thing cut and then face polish it, it should be stunning. At least I hope so. Now, sometimes that red you see on the outside is just staining, it's oxidation. Inside, once you cut through that, it's not quite as pretty. So it may not be a beautiful red color, but it still should be beautiful, especially once we get it polished. So what I'm gonna do is take this into the shop. I'll cut it somehow so that we have a decent sized face to polish. And then we'll go ahead and get it on, well, probably the flat lap, start with that, moving over to the cabbie machine and ultimately the wet belt sander. Get a nice polish on it, and then I'll bring it back in here and I'll show you what it looks like. Kendra's colorful piece of banded Chert is fresh off the saw. It has been cut. What does it look like? This is the face that we saw. As you can see, it's broken, but that's okay. This is the face that we get to polish. Look at that. It is reddish. That's good news. There's the other side in two pieces. For this video, we're going to concentrate on this side right here and put a face polish on it. It's got some fractures, as you can see, but I don't think that's going to be a problem with me polishing it. So what I'm going to do next is get this piece here onto the, let's start with a flat lap. Do a grit or two there. Then I'll move over to the cabbie machine, go through a few grits, and ultimately a cerium belt. And then once I'm finished, I'll come in here and I'll show you what it looks like. In order to make it flat, you see I put the cross hatching on, and I'm starting with the 60 grit disc. Now this is how it looks. It's very scratched, right? I see that. But if you notice, it's also very flat. Now let's take care of those scratches. Let's double the grit to 120. We'll spend a few minutes here. Okay, now you see the big scratches are gone, and it's still flat. Let's double it again. This time 240 grit. Oh, now check it out. You see there's a little bit of a shine. Well, you can also see some fine scratches. We're going to take care of that next. Let's move over to the cabbie machine and jump on the 280 grit soft wheel. Now check it out. Very smooth looking, and as you can see, some of the areas are taking a polish already. Next up, the 600 grit wheel. Ooh, now check it out. At 600 grit, we're getting a good shine. Next up, 1200 grit. Normally where the polish really takes off. Let's see. There you go. After 1200 grit, the shop lights are reflecting nicely. One more wheel to go, the 3000 grit. What will this do for our polish? Okay, look at that, a 3000 grit polish. Very nice. Good reflection, nice colors. Let's see if we can do any better though. Let's move over to the wet belt sander and get on the cerium belt. Spend a few minutes here. And for our final polish, there you go. I call that my magic belt. Look at the shine now, isn't that beautiful? Good reflection, nice colors. Couldn't be happier. Let's take it inside now for a closer look. So check it out. Kendra's colorful Central Texas banded Chert is finally face polished. How did it turn out? Let's take a peek here and ooh, nice shine. And what about the pattern? What do we think? I like it a lot. I know there are some fractures in it, but the colors and the stripes really say something to me. I was showing Kendra that right up here in this corner, it looks like there's some really fine banding right there. You see that? Not agate banding, that's not what I'm saying, but it's still pretty. I'm always a fan of banding, no matter what type. The shine looks really good, as you can see. It's nearly perfectly flat. I do have some slight rounding at the corners. That happens, I guess, from that 220 grit wheel on the cabbing machine. But otherwise, it's very flat, and I think that makes for a gorgeous reflection. There you can see my lights. Yeah. So I'm very happy with the way this one turned out. Remember how we started. This is the cut that we first made here. You can see what it looks like, very flat, like a matte finish. And this is what it looks like after, well, let's see, how many different, 8 maybe different grits? Yeah. We got a little bit of a shine. Yeah. These, by the way, will make great tumbler pieces. Yeah, hopefully she'll let me just toss these in one of my barrels and we'll see how those turn out. But for this video, it's all about this face polish right here. Thank you so much for watching. I sure appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, please check my playlist. I got lots more of these fun lapidary videos for you to enjoy. Thanks again for watching.